What's up, everyone? Darkside Phil here with an important follow-up to a video that I made yesterday, a situation that's been developing over the course of this week in the gaming industry. A disturbing, a disheartening situation, something that unfortunately is becoming more and more common, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we even get to that, the first thing I want to say is the northeastern United States is in the middle of a blizzard. I think they're calling it Nemo or something. Who gives a shit what you call fucking name? We name storms. What are we, 5? But you know, please be safe. Right now, I'm in the middle of it. There's probably about 3 inches outside. We're supposed to get anywhere from a foot to 2 feet of snow here in Connecticut. Whatever you do, please be safe. Please get home safely. Today's a great day if you're snowed in to belch very loudly, but also to catch up on my videos over on DSP Gaming. I've been doing 2 playthroughs over there. That I know a lot of people are interested in, but a lot of people are behind on because I've been uploading a lot of videos. So today's a cool day to just sit down, relax, watch some gameplay, take it easy, okay? But now that that's out of the way, what I want to talk about, and this is something that's very important, and I want everyone, if you watch this video and you support what I'm saying, spread the word about this video, get it out, let people know about what's going on in the gaming industry right now, and because we need it to stop, okay? I, personally, coming from a business background, being someone who's worked in the corporate America, I know what goes on behind the scenes of these major corporations. I've been there. I've been in the boardroom with the Mr. Big Shot exec who, you know, is in charge of everything and literally holds the future of the company in his hands. And I've seen some of the horrendous things that have happened, the mistreatment. I've personally been the subject of mistreatment in corporate America, okay? So now the problem is the gaming industry has grown to the point where it's becoming like the rest of the corporations of the world. People are being mistreated, bad things are happening. So before I get into this, let me recap the video I made yesterday, which, by the way, thank you to anyone who watched it, because it really is an important subject matter to be talking about. Here's what happened yesterday. It was officially announced that Rayman Legends, which was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive and was supposed to be launching on February 26, 2013, was being delayed for 7 months and was now going to be a cross-platform game, meaning it wasn't just going to be a Wii U exclusive. It's now going to be on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Now, immediately, massive backlash because, number one, the game had been promoted for the past year as a Wii U exclusive. Thousands of people had bought a Wii U to play this game, okay? So already it's a bait and switch. You tricked people into buying a console, and now you're telling us it's not a console exclusive anymore. In addition, making people wait 7 months for a game, from all reports, is done, okay? There's demos out there that people have played. The game is extremely playable. It's polished. Supposedly, from all reports, the game really is done. But that was speculation as of yesterday. People said, well, maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt. We should believe that maybe they needed the extra time to actually finish the game. And therefore, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Plus, a lot of people who played Rayman Origins, which was the original game that this is a sequel to, were mad that it was going to be a Wii U exclusive. This is maybe, you know, Ubisoft directly responding to those people who were asking for that to become a cross-platform game. And so maybe it's a positive thing. Well, all that's blown out of the water today. Because today we have a major development, we have an update on the story that is going to probably not only shock, but piss everyone watching this video off, because I'll tell you right now, I'm fucking pissed, okay? When I hear stuff like this, I get angry because I personally have been in this situation of the people who were developing Rayman Legends before, and it pisses me the fuck off to know that people are still being treated in this manner, okay? So here's the deal. After this huge announcement yesterday, which, by the way, was apparently the first time the people who were developing the game even heard this announcement as well, one of the people who's working on the game, who wants to remain anonymous, understandably, because if they talk about it publicly they may be fired, went onto a Spanish-only forum and made a post about the situation. Now, I'm going to link you to the article that actually copy and pasted this post, because the post may have been deleted, I don't know, but there's an article in the description of this video. Check out the article, okay? Here, I'm going to give you in a nutshell what the post said. The post basically said that this person who's working on the game has been working on the game for over a year, but as of May of 2012, basically the development team of Rayman Legends was forced to work massive overtime, okay? Forced. It wasn't optional. It was, you're going to fucking bust your ass to get this game ready for a release in November. And so they were forced to put out demo after demo of the game. One for E3, one for another conference, one for this, so that people could see that the game was good, it was polished, how it was coming along. And so, basically, from May to November, they ridiculously busted their asses to get this game ready to go. But then when November came, and it was realized that the game was not going to be ready, or it wasn't polished enough to be released, and the game was delayed till February, now they were ridiculously got their asses kicked. Like, basically they were told by management, it's do or die. You get this game ready for February 26th or you're fired. That's pretty much the situation. And I've been in that situation before. Like, listen, you're going to do this, you're going to have it done by this date, or else what good are you to our company, okay? So these people were forced to work such long hours, not being able to spend enough time with their families, their wives, basically stuck at work for ridiculous amounts of time for a full year developing Rayman Legends, okay? So that in itself is bad enough, okay? Because I don't feel that people should be used in that manner as a tool. When you're a person, you are a person, you should be treated with respect, with dignity. You should be treated, you know, in a manner that's emotionally correct. And that's another thing that's been missing in corporate America and just in business in general. People don't understand. If you're upset or if you're mistreated, the quality of your work is going to go down, okay? And I don't think people understand that. They just think, oh, the bottom line is the almighty dollar and getting shit out on for a deadline. That's not how the world works. That's not how human beings work. But basically, these people were mistreated for a whole year to get this game ready to go on February 26th, okay? Then, all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere, the game's ready to go. The game, by this post that this guy made, the game is ready to go. The game is done. As of next week, the game would have gone gold. And so the game would have been ready to sell by the end of February. The edict comes out from the top, just like I said in my rant video yesterday. It wasn't some kind of a collaborative thing. It had nothing to do with the development of the game. From the top of the food chain, some exec in his fucking suit and tie who thinks that he's Mr. Know-It-All comes out of his office and says, guess what, everyone? We're delaying the game till September, so it doesn't matter that you busted your ass and that we forced you to work overtime and to basically really be, you know, pounding the hours. I don't care about all of your hard work because I'm an exec who only cares about money and the bottom line. We're delaying the game till September and it's now cross-platform. And this was his edict. And now the whole company is apparently disheartened because everyone who's worked on this game busted their ass to get this game out in February, and apparently it's a great game. From what this guy, you can tell when you read this guy's post, the emotion that's spilling out of him as he types the post. Because he says, by no means am I trying to use this as a criticism of the dev team of this game. We have done a fantastic job. We have done, within the time constraints that we were given, we have put out a great game. This game is ready to go. This game is a masterpiece, and we really like the quality of the game. And it has nothing negative about the dev team. It's the execs in our company. One fucking exec in his suit and tie walks out of his office, makes an edict like this, and we all got fucked. So here's the thing that really irks me. When people in a corporation are treated as an asset or a tool to an end rather than people. This is when you get to that level of executive leadership where you're so high and mighty, you live in your ivory tower, and you don't see the line-level person who works at your company anymore. You're not there with them. You don't know what they're going through on a daily basis. You don't understand them, nor the product that they're making. You just think you know better because you're in power. You don't ask anyone. You don't poll anyone for their opinion. You just make edicts. And I've seen leadership like this before, okay? It's completely immoral. It's completely wrong. You can't have a company succeed where you treat the people like a robot or a tool to an end. People are emotional creatures. They deserve respect, dignity, and they need to be treated in a way that befits someone of that. Not like a fucking cog in a fucking wheel, okay? So, this one executive has made this edict. The entire company who's been working on this game just got basically butt-fucked, okay? A year of work where they really pushed to get the game done, completely wasted because the game's not coming out on February 26th anymore. Imagine how you would feel Basically being told all your work was worthless because that game is now coming out 7 months later and I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself because I'm in power and I can do what I want. And because the economy's bad, I know that you can't quit. You can't afford to quit this company because there's no other jobs out there. Look at all the other game studios that are closing down and going out of business. There's nowhere for you if you quit Ubisoft. So you're going to stay here and you're going to do what you're told. And this is how the corporations are treating people right now. They actually see this as an opportunity. The bad economy is an opportunity for them to mistreat their employees. And it's disgusting. It's filthy. It's immoral. It's wrong. And I can't stand for it. Okay? It's like I said, I personally have been in a corporation where the same thing happened to me. Let me give you my situation, okay? For 6 months, I was solely tasked with developing a new system in my company so that people could process things differently. So it was kind of like I was working with IT. Keep in mind, I'm not a programmer, okay? All I understood was the logistics of it. We had parts coming into the company, okay, that needed to be repaired. And we needed to find a more effective way to have them come in, get processed, be put on a shelf, then go into a computer system so that people on the other side of the building could see, oh, I have this part in stock. I have to figure out, okay, this company is the company that repairs that part, and I need to send it out to that company. So then they would contact the company through this new system that I was a major part of designing. They would get the response, then they would tell the people in the back, oh, we need to get this part boxed up, get it out on the shipping line, and get it shipped out today to get it repaired. And then subsequently, when the part was repaired and came back, it would need to get put into the system and then mailed back to the customer. So I was tasked with creating a new system and a new efficient system to do this. For 6 months, I worked with IT and personally designed the system. After 6 months, the system went into effect and became a massive success. In fact, I received recommendations and commendations, rewards. I have rewards hanging on my wall in my bedroom right now saying, wow, outstanding contribution to the corporation. You're a massive asset. 2 months later, I was laid off. Okay? So imagine that. Imagine busting your fucking ass to get something done and then basically getting kicked in the ass and saying, go fuck yourself. This is corporate America. We don't give a fuck about you. That's exactly what's happening right now at Ubisoft Montpellier with all the people developing Rayman Legends. They're being told that they're insignificant, that their time and efforts of this past year were worthless because some exec thinks that he's smart and he knows better than everyone else. And it needs to fucking stop. At this point, I'm just so disgusted and I'm emotionally upset about this because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing corporations treat people as non-humans, okay? So really, how can this be remedied? Because as I talked about in my rant video yesterday, this is a money grab. Because they realized, that this exec realized, that the Wii U didn't sell as well as that they thought it would. And that this game being a Wii U exclusive, they weren't going to make as much money. And therefore, you know, we need to delay all the versions of the game. Even though the Wii U version is ready, we need to delay all the versions of the game so they all come out together. Because if we release the Wii U version in February, and then we release the cross-platform versions in September, people are going to complain, number one, that the game is old because it already came out in February, but number two, they're not going to want to pay $60 full price for the game at a later date because the game's basically 7 months old, and they're going to say, I'm not paying full price for this game. So they make this strategic move to delay all versions of the game until September. It's immoral, it's mistreatment of employees, it's wrong. That executive who made that decision needs to be dragged by his fucking collar out into the street, thrown into the gutter, and told you're fucking fired by whoever has the power to do it. The problem is, he's probably the top guy, and there probably is no one who has the power to do it but the shareholders, and the shareholders won't do it. So, what can we do? Honestly, people like us, our hands are tied. As gamers, there's really not much we can do. We have to grin and bear it. I'm upset because now I know that there's a group of people who've had their asses basically reamed for the past year to get this game ready. The game is ready to go, and now the game is going to be delayed till September, which in my opinion is probably the biggest boneheaded move of the fucking year. And here's why. In September, Grand Theft Auto 5 is being released. Grand Theft Auto 5 is undoubtedly going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, release this year. The GTA games are system sellers, they're sales crushers. These things make numbers every time they're released. And there hasn't been a Grand Theft Auto for a long time, so this one is going to fucking fly off the shelves. Most people are going to be playing Grand Theft Auto all month in September. So for these idiots to delay the game to September is the biggest fucking idiotic boneheaded move possible. They are going to kill themselves in sales. Even any additional sales that they would have made by changing the game from a Wii U exclusive to be on the Xbox, the PlayStation, will be completely insignificant because people are going to be busy buying and playing this other game, and the sales numbers are going to suffer. So this is directly the dumbest decision I think I've heard of an executive at a gaming company in about the past decade. Complete asinine choice, complete misunderstanding of the industry, and it just shows that this executive doesn't deserve to be wherever he or she is to begin with. So, what can we do? The only thing we can really do is, number one, spread the word. Spread the word that this is happening. And it's not just Ubisoft. There's just, last year, there were reports that in Capcom, people were being forced to work insane hours. People were to the brink of suicide because they were being mistreated to get games done for certain deadlines. It's disgusting. It's a filthy business practice, and it needs to stop. What could we do? Spread the word, but also there is currently a petition. It just went up. There is a petition to keep the release date of the Wii U version of Rayman Legends for February 26th. And if this happens, this will at least be a sign of respect to the developers that all the hard work you put in the past year is being respected. We're not going to kill this game because of some fucking dumb executive. The game should still be released on February 26th. All the people who were going to buy it for the Wii U still will, okay? And then if they want to release a cross-platform version later in the year, that's fine. It's going to be up to them to figure out how the fuck to do that, because no one's going to pay $60 for it if the Wii U version's already been out for 7 months. Maybe sell it for $40 at a discounted rate. Maybe that'll, hook more people during the time. I definitely think the release window should be changed, okay? It should not be in September. That's the biggest boneheaded move of the year. But if you sign this petition, I've got a link to the petition in the description of this video to get at least the Wii U version to release still on February 26th. At least number one, that's showing that Ubisoft at least has some respect for its customer base. That the promise that this game was coming out on February 26th, the fact that we all know that the game is now ready to be released, that we're not getting slapped in the face for all going out listening to them, buying the Wii U, and now being told, fuck you, we don't care about you anymore, we just want more money, so to hell with you, the game's not coming out. At least it's respect to us, it's respect to the team who busted their ass to get the game out for the 26th, and at least it's the step to recovery, okay? It's not going to help the fact that for the past year this dev team of Rayman Legends has been mistreated, but at least it's the first step in the right direction in showing good faith that, oops, we did mess up, let's try to at least fix some of this. So I urge everyone watching this video, I already did it, sign the petition to get the game released on February 26th, and spread the word about it. Spread the word about this video and the petition so that people understand what's going on in the gaming industry right now. This is a common practice that's happening more and more in the gaming industry. As the money rolls in, okay, corporations take over the industry. This happens every fucking time in every industry, and people become mistreated. It has to stop here and now. We can't let the gaming industry become just like every other industry in the world where it's controlled by a bunch of people who think they know better than everyone else because they have more money and more power, and they're going to make edicts that fuck over their employees. It's immoral, it's irresponsible, and it needs to stop. And I am not going to fucking sit here and stand for it. So, please, sign the petition, spread the word, let's get this shit stopped now, okay? Alright, thanks for bearing with me for this video. I know I've been very emotional during the video, and I apologize for that, but it really does hit home for me. Being someone who's been mistreated by a corporation, that there's other people out there in a new industry that for the past decade has been blooming and prosperous, and now all of a sudden, because the economy's turned, here it comes, everyone, you get fucked because the economy turned, and because those execs who didn't make smart decisions in the past decade when everything was booming and didn't make good money decisions, now the company's in trouble, now they fuck over their own employees. It's not acceptable. We have to stop it here and now at its roots before it gets worse. I'm DSP. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you for gameplay over on DSP Gaming. Thanks a lot. Spread the word. Peace out.